Okay, if Caleb Martin just wants to lollygag back in transition here as opposed to getting his feet set in a defensive stance, then Gabe Vincent's going to have to come over here and help because Jaylen Brown's got a full head of steam. Jason Tatum's on the other side of half court. Come over here and try and get this dribble picked up. You can't just let Jaylen Brown with a full head of steam go at Caleb Martin, who's playing off his back foot. Out of a baseline out of bounds, what is Caleb Martin doing here? Stay with Jaylen Brown. Why do you stop? Look at Caleb Martin. Why did he just stop there? What? So now Jaylen Brown catches the ball, you're not ready to guard him. Your feet are moving everywhere. You're dancing all over the place. So it just easily creates space, open jumper. Okay, so the shot goes up for Boston. There's not one Miami player boxing out. The fifth Heat player's right here. So where do you think a long rebound's going to go? Right back to Boston. Okay, so Gabe Vincent comes over and guard. You got to be in this is not a defensive stance. Your feet are next to each other. So it's cooking season. Bucket. What is Caleb Martin doing? Okay, so he got a turnover. It's okay. That happens. What doesn't just happen is that Caleb Martin has got to get back and stay with Al Horford. What on earth is Caleb Martin doing? This is a terrible switch by Bam Adebayo. If you are switching this screen here, get your hands off of the screener. Get up and over the top so you're ready to guard. You're switching. Why are you still guarding the screener? So look at this. You're going to guard like this? You still got your hands on the screener. So now your feet aren't level to each other. You're just giving Jason Tatum this angle. By the way, Caleb Martin is coming over here to help. Why don't you try and force Jason Tatum into this help? Why is this just parting of the Red Sea to the cup? Lazy defense from Bam Adebayo. You're not in a defensive stance and your feet are not set. So when Jaylen Brown catches this ball, you're late to get out to him. So now you're going to end up playing on his side. Your feet are not level to each other. So if Jaylen Brown wants to come this way, you have no chance of sliding your feet. You're going to have to twist your whole body around. It's a pump fake, jab step, it's two. This is complete nonsense from Jimmy Butler. You're not even paying attention to the ball. You're anticipating and waiting for a screen. Look at this. You're waiting for a screen to get set. So now you're going to try and get over the top of a screen that never gets set. Look at this. You're going this way. Jaylen Brown's coming this way, and Robert Williams III never even screens you. So now Jaylen Brown can just walk right to the rim. That means Cody Zeller has to come over and contest. And who's boxing out Robert Williams III? No one. Soon as Jason Tatum lowers his shoulder right here into Caleb Martin, he's got to be the one to initiate some contact here. You can't just sit back. See how Caleb Martin's sitting back? Well, now your feet aren't level to each other, and Jason Tatum's able to easily spin off you this way, get that step back look. Gabe Vincent's not reacting quick enough to Marcus Smart turning to face him up. He's posting him up. Stop. So as he's turning to face you up, get your hand off of him. Get your feet set in a defensive stance. He's no longer posting you up. See, you're still guarding him like he's posting you up right now. So now a little rip through right here gets you backpedaling backwards, and now the middle of the floor is just two available. Bucket +1. Cannot do this if you're Jimmy Butler. Just battle for position with Tatum here. See, he's going to try and 3/4 the post and deny an entry pass. Well, there's no backside help. So if this pass gets made over the top, you're going to be completely off balance trying to get back to cover Tatum. This is just an easy one dribble step back. What is Jimmy Butler doing in transition? Bam Adebayo is taking Al Horford. Why is he not coming over to Jason Tatum? Where is he going? What? So now Jason Tatum catches, you're not even sort of ready to guard. This is a layup line. Okay, so Gabe Vincent's going to be late to get out to Marcus Smart right here. So that's going to force Bam Adebayo to have to double. Stop. So Max Strus is rotating over to Jaylen Brown. Jimmy Butler's got to stay in this area here. What cannot happen is you have two people now rotating to Jaylen Brown. No one taking Jason Tatum. So it just get it and go right to the rack, Lob City. If you are Caleb Martin and you are guarding the ball, especially with Jason Tatum having the ball, you do not worry about screens. If Marcus Smart sets a screen, Max Strus will communicate this. Look at Caleb Martin taking his eye off the ball right here. So Jason Tatum's done nothing. He's literally done nothing, and you're already backpedaling and off balance. So now you got to crowd him at half court, and this is an easy blow-by. Can never guard like this if you're Caleb Martin. You got your back to the ball. Your back has to be to the baseline, so I'm seeing my man and the ball. See, Jaylen Brown's about to beat Jimmy Butler baseline, and you need to beat Jaylen Brown to this spot. You don't even know what's going on with the ball. So now you're going to be late getting over to help. Gabe Vincent would still be rotating down to Jason Tatum, but you're going to be off balance because you're late to rotate. So I don't even know what you're doing here. You're trying to draw a charge? Why did you just fall? So now it's just when does the ball get back down to Jaylen Brown? You're not ready to guard. One dribble +1. Okay, this is already a little much from Caleb Martin here, doubling and totally vacating Marcus Smart in the corner, especially with Jimmy Butler also coming here to double. But so Jason Tatum just picked his dribble up. You need to start sprinting back now. There's nothing else to do. And Jimmy Butler's doubling. So you're just standing in the middle of nowhere. You just doubled for absolutely no reason. Open three. Okay, someone has to get back immediately when the shot goes up. I mean, Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, both of them are just standing. How about you get back? You want to stand and watch, you can join the fans sitting courtside. Like, you're just standing around. So now this offensive rebound happens and no one's back. It's a dunk contest. This is completely on Max Strus. He's not even trying to battle for position with Tatum. You're just instantly fronting. You're saying, I don't want any of this. So that puts your defense at such a disadvantage. Caleb Martin's got to sprint down here now to be in backside help because his feet have to be set because if a skip pass gets made, you got to be able to recover. I mean, you're just walking down there. So now your feet are going this way. You're never going to get out to Marcus Smart, pump fake, bucket. Terrible defense from Gabe Vincent. This is not a defensive stance, not even sort of. So you need to try and get over this screen. And there's space. Get over the screen. Look at Gabe Vincent. Stop. He's going towards the screen. You got to get over the screen. Yes, Bam Adebayo should be here in drop coverage, but he can't stay forever. I mean, what? This makes my head explode. What is Caleb Martin doing standing in the middle of nowhere? Take Robert Williams III. What is he doing? What was that? Oh, it's at a free throw to it, too. This is complete garbage right here. Down screen. First of all, Kyle Lowry's got to get attached and his arms out, so Jason Tatum cannot just curl right off of this. You force him out a little bit, but Jimmy Butler's got to be getting over this screen with a little bit more aggressiveness. You're just standing right. Get in front of Jason Tatum. Yes, Kyle Lowry shouldn't have let him curl, but that doesn't mean you can walk now. Okay, so the Heat switch across screen here. I mean, you just switched, okay? So if Jimmy Butler wants to scram switch back, we need a little bit more energy. Duncan Robinson's got to fly back up to Robert Williams III. That's awful. So now Robert Williams III sets a ball screen. Duncan Robinson's nowhere to be found. It's just shoot around for Derek White. Okay, what is Duncan Robinson doing? Marcus Smart never sets a screen. He slips it. Stay connected to Marcus Smart. If he did set a screen here, you wouldn't be ready to guard it anyways. Like, what is this? So now you're going to be an hour late to get out to Marcus Smart, so it's just get it and go right to the cup. Let's add a free throw, too. This is it right here. This is why the Heat don't go to the finals, because of this play. If you're Max Strus and you're not guarding the inbounder, that's fine, but you cannot go out and gamble. Stop. If Jason Tatum catches his ball with his body momentum going towards half court with 3 seconds on the shot clock and Jimmy Butler able to defend, who cares? Why would you gamble here? So look, now this shot goes up. Derek White's just going to walk right to the rim, and we're going back to Boston.